Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Glow Up Podcast. So I'm going to just go ahead and get right to it. So today I want to talk a little bit about challenges. So I know people do not like challenges. We don't like problems. We don't want to have to go through anything. But I hate to break it to you that if you want to grow, if you want to go to the next level, you are going to have to go through some challenges. And challenges, to me, over time, I have learned that challenges are ways to refine you, ways to build you, ways to help you get to your next level or prepare you for your next level. And I've learned that over the years, but when you're dead smack in the middle of it, you just want to get out of it. But it's all working for your good. And I also want to talk about kind of what it says in the word. So if you go to James, I think it's James 1 verses 2, where it says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete and lack nothing." All right. So the word pretty much tells you that you're going to face some things, but consider it pure joy, that it's working something in you, that it's producing perseverance, that it's maturing you, that it's building you, that it's preparing you for your next level. And if you go down to verse 12, it says, "Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love them." So to me, that scripture says, once you go through this test, once you go through this trial, once you pass it, that there's going to be a great reward for you, that there's going to be something that God's going to bless you with after that. So it's all working for your good. Yes, it hurts when you're in the middle of it and you're trying to figure out, how'd you get in it? I need to get out. How do I get out of this situation? But instead of asking those questions, the bigger thing is, okay, what is the Lord trying to get me prepared for? I kind of had to change my perspective. Like, okay, I'm about to get blessed. Like, he's trying to prepare me for this huge blessing that he has. And the bigger the trial, the bigger the blessing. So let me go ahead and learn what I need to learn so I can get through this. And so it's all about how you look at it, and it's all about your perspective. And trust me, it sucks when you're in the middle of it, especially if you have gone through things and you didn't pass it the first time, because you're going to have to take the test again until you pass it, but when those things happen, it really helps you to grow. And, I talk a lot about self-reflection is, when you're in a challenge or when you're in a trial, to take time to self-reflect. What's going on? What am I learning in this situation? What are the mistakes that I've made? How can I do things differently, so when this comes up again, I know how to react properly? And so a lot of times in my walk and in my journey with not just my spiritual life, but even with my jobs and my marriage and other things, like, I have to do a lot of self-evaluation because I make mistakes. And with you going through these challenges, and when you're going through things, you're going to make mistakes. But it's all in how you look at those mistakes. It's all in how you process those things. So that way, okay, I'm not going to do that same thing again. I'm going to make sure that I react this way, or I do things this way, or that way. And so in my spiritual journey, I have been in this battle where the Lord is really teaching me about spiritual warfare, y'all. And I have learned over the years, or over the time that he's been really teaching me this, is really he's making the word real to me. Like, it's not just words on a paper. Like, I'm really walking this thing out. And when I look at it that way, I'm seeing it from a point of, wow, like, he's maturing me in my faith. Like, I'm growing spiritually. I'm growing. Another example is, in my job or in my business, we have challenges with filling positions in my job. And, this is just going to help me to come up with creative ways and not lean on things that I've been doing in previous years. Now I have to figure out different ways and different solutions to find people for my positions. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, I've been doing the same thing for years, but now, the Lord is preparing me for that next level. So I have to do things differently. I have to think outside the box. So it's all of these different things that we go through that when we're in the middle of it, it sucks and we don't like change and we feel really uncomfortable, but it's working something out in us. It's planting the seed of growth. It's planting the seed of perseverance. And so when you go through challenges, the next challenge that you have to battle, or the next level that the Lord wants to bring you on, you've already gone through things. So now you know kind of how to handle it. Now you're not freaking out every time you see a problem. Now it's like, okay, all right, Lord, what you want me to learn? What's my next blessing that's coming? So it's just really how you look at things and your perspective. Perspective is everything. I've been learning that in my journey, is definitely how you look at things plays a huge factor in your growth and your journey. So I guess the key takeaways that I want to leave with you guys is, don't look at challenges as a bad thing. Don't have this mentality like, oh, woe is me. Look at it like, okay, the Lord is trying to build me up. He is trying to get me to the next level. What is it that I need to learn in this? And if I've made mistakes, what were the mistakes and how can I handle things differently to be able to pass this test? And this does not just apply to your spiritual walk, but this also applies to, your walk just in general, your life. It could be your marriage, it can be your friendships, it can be your business, your job. How is he stretching me? What is he doing to stretch me? Because that's all it is. A challenge and a problem is stretching. It feels uncomfortable, but he's stretching you. He's building your capacity. And so that's pretty much my key takeaway. So don't look at challenges as a problem. Look at it as if you're growing and you're going to that next level. And y'all, make sure we pass these tests. Make sure we pass these tests. But yep, that's all I have for today. I hope this was helpful, and I will chat with you guys next time. Bye.